Hey! Ooh, what do we got? Thunderbolts?
Ooh, Thunderbolts.
This looks like a Marvel. Yes, it is a Marvel.
Oh, it's a very much a Marvel.
I see a Sebastian Stan in the back.
I click leave on porch. Your subordinates will be reported to DoorDash HQ.
Alexi, it's me. Open up.
Milena? Hold on! Elena!
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about the wait. It was an important call. Highly classified. Lot of work. Many irons in fire.
You feel fulfilled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so full. So filled. But why do you ask this? What brings you here?
Put a team together.
There is something wrong with me. An emptiness. I'm just drifting. And I don't have purpose. I thought throwing myself into work was the answer. With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try to stay and spin. Yeah.
Oh no.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
Who sent you, Bob?
Nobody. You were all sent?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Robbing government labs. Contract kills.
Yeah, so?
So, someone wants us gone. What the hell?
We're brought up with this belief that there are good guys and there are bad guys.
What's the plan?
This could get messy.
But eventually, you come to realize that there are bad guys and there are worse guys and nothing else. Look at you. So adorable.
Don't worry, she's bulletproof. What happened to bulletproof? It's bulletproof-ish.
Is that Bucky?
That's not good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a Marvel fan.
Yep.
I die hard, I ride hard for Marvel Studios.
Yep.
And as just I was about to give this movie commendation and
Okay.
Marvel Studios for finally moving away from the Avengers. Here we are with Bucky. Here we are with a guy that looks like Captain America in the uniform. I want to like this. I like the fact that they've explored the villain trope, and I think we were talking about this a few months ago, like how great it is to have. Actually, it wasn't a few months ago. It was like last month, where how
Mhm.
great it is to have the main character of the film being the anti-hero, someone who is against the establishment. So I like that.
The anti-heroes.
Right. The anti-heroes. I like that premise, but they couldn't let Bucky rest? I mean, I want to see it because the main lead female, she interests me a lot. I love her
Mhm.
look, I love her style, I love how grounded she is. But I'm just saying, you Bucky could have chilled. You could have just gave me a whole new set of people and be like, here are the Thunderbolts without Avengers adjacent.
Well, let me speak to that in the way of I need more Sebastian Stan in my life. I can't wait for The Apprentice to come out to watch that movie. To see his little diversity for him, seeing a little range out of that one. But I'm also a huge fan of The Winter Soldier. Like, that was one of, like, if you're going to talk about the 10 to 15 movies that were made out of there, Captain America, Winter Soldier is one of the top. Hands down, it just told a great story. I wish they kissed at the end, but it's fine. All right, we can't have everything. The vibes I'm getting from this movie is a Marvel Suicide Squad. Like, this is Marvel's Suicide Squad of
I can see that.
here, the dustbin, the shower drain of the Marvel universe of not bad guys, but they weren't great guys. They ride that middle line, which, to be honest, is more comic book accurate than you're gonna get with the squeaky clean ones. But they're the darker side of the good guys. And if you were like me and had the unfortunate 2.5 hours of watching the final Black Widow movie, you're going to get a couple of these people. You're going to get Florence Pugh, who I guess is the new Black Widow. You also got David Harbour, who's playing Alexei Shostakov, basically Russian Captain America. Pugh? What'd I say?
You said Pugh.
Pugh. I said Pew, and then at the end because I wasn't sure which one. Anyway, so yeah, you're gonna see a couple of those people and why they exist and who they are. A couple of these other new guys, a guy playing Sentry, which Sentry is just a guy that keeps popping up randomly in Marvel Comics. You're like, who the fuck are you? He's never really, I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot of standout on his own, but he just makes appearances here and there, and that's what he's going to be doing in this one. And that's what I'm curious about this one, of like, what do we do with this handful of the extra superheroes, since everyone's sick of all the big superheroes and we can't afford them anymore or don't want to pay them anymore. But we still have some good actors who got stuck with, let's just say, the B-list superhero roles in the bigger movies. But like, how about we make them stand out and be the A-list in this, in this new franchise? Sure, why not? Let's see it. Let's try it out. Marvel's going to take a darker road.
See, now that you've said that this is Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad, I'm just
the vibe I'm getting, yeah.
The vibe. I mean, I'm just like, okay, fine. I don't know. I want to like this one, but I'm just not sure if I can. I'm just not sure if it's going to give me anything different than I've already seen from Marvel. If it's going to be different, I get the impression, this is just me speculating here, but I think it's going to be
that's what this is.
Suicide Squad, because the Suicide Squad was very the characters were very cartoonish. They were off on a bender. They were on the fringe, but they were also very cartoonish and very over the top. This Thunderbolts is giving me a lot more grounded personas, which I'm looking forward to. It's just I'm really seriously skeptical if the story is going to give me anything different than what I've already seen from either DC or Marvel in this particular space. I mean, you can't really top Thanos as a villain, okay? You can't top Thanos as an anti-hero. You can't. You cannot.
I mean,
it's just impossible.
The way everything led to him, he was the consistent throughout the whole thing, and then now it's like, where do we go here, Marvel? You're done. What do we do?
Right.
Like, what do we have? This next guy like stopping bank robbers and shit? Like, what are we supposed to do here?
That's what they've reached the pinnacle of villain. So okay, fine, let's go to the anti-hero trope. But what I hope that the story is really whatever is after them, the entity that is after them that locked them up in that room together. Yeah. I hope it's more than just, a firm or a company who wants to do science experiments on them, or that the individual characters, they're as interesting as the lead female character and it makes me want to watch for that. I
Yeah.
just don't know what more Marvel Studios can offer audiences in this particular space.
Yeah, I mean, is this going to be a straight to streaming situation? Probably. I mean, am I going to go to see this in theaters? I've been hurt too much. Uh, but I mean, can't wait for streaming. That's when I'll catch up on this. That's where I can. I've caught up on how many Marvel movies now just by just the streaming, just because I'm just like, I'm not going to spend $13 to $35 to go see this thing anymore. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all peaked. You know, I'm not going to see you on the back nine like your movies. Come on.
I don't want to say they peaked, but I'm just saying, like,
But I mean, this was star-studded cast that I'm seeing already from this. I mean, other than the other ones, there's obviously a Harrison Ford somewhere. You got the Julie Louis-Dreyfus, Rachel Weisz, Ayo Edebiri, Lawrence Fishburne, Daniel Brühl. I said his name right. You got some big names in this one, and it might just be like people that wanted to get into the other movies but couldn't, but then now they get into this one, so they're like, yeah, let's have some fun.
I want to know who is after them
Yeah.
and why. If it's the same old, I want to do experiments on you. If it's the same old, I need you to work for me and go become a mercenary. I'm just like,
Or it's like loose ends from the Captain America serum that we need to tie off or whatever. Where it's like, oh God, come on.
It's story, it's plot for this one, and I have great hopes for the Thunderbolts, but I'm cautiously skeptical. Will I go see it in the theater? Maybe. I have to see more from it. I
got to be convinced, right?
I do. In a sense. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne, I love him. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I so salivate at anything she's in. Can she save this freak? Does she get enough screen time to be like, okay, it's worth it?
She gets to pop in for a hot 2 seconds. Yeah, I mean, Ayo Edebiri, I love her and everything she's done.
Well, I haven't watched The Bear yet, but it's on the list.
That's fine. It's fine. Recommend.
I watched clips of The Bear.
Oh, that's good enough. Yeah, you got the whole gist then. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that is Thunderbolts coming out next summer. So forget about it.
So we have time for the build-up.
You got time. You can go ahead and long forget about it. They'll remind you when it comes back up. So
Trust me, Will.
It's Marvel. They'll remind you.
Huge, I tell you that.